We read one day, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But if a man doesn't have a job or an income, he has neither life nor liberty and the possibility for the pursuit of happiness. He merely exists.
There is no greater power in the world than people coming together to fight for a common goal. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. understood this and dedicated his life to organizing, not just for the rights of black people, but for all oppressed people, for the underprivileged, for the working class.
We must also realize that the problems of racial injustice and economic injustice cannot be solved without a radical redistribution of political and economic power.
He was a powerful advocate for unions and workers' rights until the day he died. The night before the assassination, Dr. King spoke to the striking sanitation workers in Memphis, Tennessee, telling them to keep up their struggle until the end.
Nothing would be more tragic than to stop at this point in Memphis. We got to see it through. Be concerned about your brother. You may not be on strike, but either we go up together or we go down together.
For decades, the garbage collectors in Memphis, who mostly were black men, had been working under horrible working conditions, poverty wages as well as abuse, racism, and discrimination from the city.
Most of those tubs had holes in them, garbage leaking all over you. When you got home in the evening, you had to stop at the door to pull off your shoes and pull off those little dirty clothes because maggots had fell all on you.
In the early 1960s, workers began to organize their union. In February 1968, two Memphis garbage collectors, Robert Walker and Echo Cole, were crushed to death by a malfunctioning truck. Workers unanimously decided to strike. Their slogan, "I am a man," was a signal that their protest was more than a strike. It was a battle for dignity. What began as a strike for a few hundred garbage collectors demanding better working conditions ended with over 40,000 people silently marching through the streets of Memphis. The overwhelming mobilization of these courageous activists gave the city no other option but to recognize the union and deliver on their demands of the Memphis sanitation workers.
All labor has dignity.
Yes.
But you're doing another thing. You are reminding not only Memphis, but you are reminding the nation that it is a crime for people to live in this rich nation and receive starvation wages.
The story of the Memphis sanitation workers is a story of all workers. None of the rights we have was given to us. We had to fight for each and every single one of them. As we continue to fight to protect our rights, we have to remember that true changes only happen through organizing and building people power. Our democracy is in disarray and our rights are on the line. We can no longer afford to be divided people. Just as the death of the two garbage collector galvanized Memphis sanitation workers, Let this momentous challenge we face today fuel our determination to mobilize, organize, and fight like never before. Let us fight not only to save our present, but secure our future. We have the power to say our freedom is not negotiable. Our dignity, our respect is not up for debate. Today and every day, let us embroider the message of Dr. Martin Luther King. Continue to fight until, in his words,
that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.